After facing backlash over safety protocols for its warehouse workers during the pandemic, Amazon's been supplying news stations across the country with pre-produced material to get the online retailer back in our good graces. Joining me to talk about that is Farron Cousins. Okay, Farron, we've seen this happen before, right? Government used to do this in the 1950s.
Yeah.
They would send out these videos. They're produced by the government. They're all feel good. Everything's perfect. Amazon's doing it now. Amazon, look, this is a company that has a horrendous history in the way that they treat their workers. Pick it up from there.
Yeah, Amazon was facing a ton of backlash because even right before the pandemic, they were engaging in a lot of union busting. And that's when they had kind of crafted their plan. You and I had discussed it on this program. We're going to smear the guy who's trying to start the union over in Long Island. Then the pandemic broke out, and that same person they attempted to smear brought up the fact that we don't have masks. There are no safety protocols. You're forcing us to work, right next to shoulder, basically. There is no sanitation. The virus is spreading. We've seen it spread in warehouses.
600 people.
Right.
That's the last number I heard.
Right. And so they were just saying, do something, clean it up, protect us. And that story went international. So Amazon understands, well, now we've got a real problem. And our advertisements that we're making right now saying, hey, our stores our warehouses are clean, our workers are so happy, that's not enough. We got to tap into the last outlet that people actually still trust, and that's local news.
You know what I thought about when I saw this story? I mean, these boneheads that you're seeing right here read exactly what was given to them by Amazon.
Word for word.
And word for word. And what it reminds me of is when Kim Jong-un built a little city, for reporters to come to North Korea. It was like Pleasantville. It was like the Truman Show. Come here. This is how we treat our people. This is an organization that treats humans maybe one step above robots. Right. They don't have the right to use the bathroom when they want to use. They have to pee in jars if they want to relieve themselves. Their quotas are impossible to keep up with. 600 people got the virus. That's the last number I saw. Then after all of that, after they're paying these people to go in and put their families at risk, put themselves at risk from COVID-19, they take away the extra $2 that they were giving them for that.
Yeah, the hazard.
So this bumpkin, goes out. They produce a video that these bumpkins say, yeah, this is what Amazon really looks like. It looks like something produced by Kim Jong-un in North Korea. Everything's beautiful. See how they have testimonials. Yeah. They have testimonials from their people.
Well, and when you're the world's richest man, they let you do it. Because Jeff Bezos could walk into any one of these local news stations and say, guess what? You all work for me now.
Yeah.
And that's what's terrifying, too. He already did it with Washington Post.
Right. We're buying you.
And he could do it with these groups. But here's the thing. As I mentioned, this is the last group of news outlets that most Americans do trust. They don't trust the cable news. They don't trust the social media news. But what they do trust is their local news. Because they think whatever these people say, this is a guy you could run into at the grocery store. These are people, these are your neighbors reporting the news. You trust them.
Right. It's like Sinclair, right? Sinclair is anything but, it's all prefab news that the ownership of Sinclair wants out there. What's surprising to me about this was one of the stations is MTVJ, owned by NBC. Yeah. You understand? There's no question. The producers that get this information clearly know that this is produced by Amazon as a feel-good piece. They know Amazon advertises on their station. They know the advertising dollars are huge. They don't even disclose that when they tell the prefab story that Amazon produced for them, which is delusional, completely fantasy story about how well their employees are. There's no disclosure here, is there?
No, there is not. And that's part of the problem, too. And it's also, with the producers, there's an element of laziness in it, too, because they know with each 30-minute program, they've got 22 minutes they have to fill. 22 minutes. Well, Amazon just gave me 4. So now I'm down to 18. That's all I have to fill now. And they don't disclose. They get lazy. They get caught up in this. And Amazon is not the only group that has been doing this. As you mentioned, the U.S. government has done this. Other corporations, pharmaceutical companies have done this tremendously. We have covered that ad nauseum.
Yeah.
And So it really calls into question. We know cable news is biased one way or the other, but I think the bias at the local level is far more than anyone understands.
Awful. Farron, thanks for joining me, okay?
Thank you.